So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how I gained discipline from going to the gym. And it all started back when I was a teenager. So let's go back 10, 15 years to when I was in school. Very good at football, was approached by a few different academies, Everton, Liverpool, Blackburn, but I was a really, really bad trainer. So I didn't like to go to train on a Wednesday. I just liked to play the game on the Saturday or the Sunday, like most kids did back in the day. But something clicked in me when I was around 15, and I started to think, I need to take something serious here. And it was football at the time to really, really focus on. But I started training to get fitter, and what I did to do that was I didn't like to lift weights at the time. I hated running, so what else could I do? And that's where Matty Ross, my cousin Joe, one of my best mates, Matty, they were doing Thai boxing, they were doing MMA back in the day when I was like 14. So I decided, one day I'm going to go down and train with them. Just getting fit, because that's going to transfer into football. If I get fitter at something else, that'll then obviously make me fitter. I'll be able to run longer, play better, etc., build endurance. That was the whole goal of going to Thai boxing or going to MMA, and it completely switched my life around. Number one, I just wasn't committed at that time to becoming a professional footballer. It just wasn't there. If I was to go back and do it again, possibly could have been an option, but I didn't put enough effort into it, in my own opinion, looking back now. But with that being said, training, Thai boxing especially, changed my life. And this is where I first learned about discipline. You see, when you're going into a gym as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old, and you're fighting fellas who are 30, 40, a lot older than you, you've got to be built a certain way. And don't get me wrong, I'm not no mad hard case. I don't like fighting, don't like any confrontation or anything like that. But what it taught you was not just about getting in a ring and smashing someone's head in or having a fight till the death. It taught you about discipline, about other people, about turning up to training every single day. So I remember, even right now, 6:30 till 8:30, Monday to Thursday. It was 7:30 till 8:30 on a Friday, and then sometimes it would be 9:30 till 10:30 on a Saturday, followed by strength and conditioning in No Limits at 10:30 till 11:30. So I used to have that schedule every week from when I was like 14 to when I was like 16. So I was used to going to the gym for 2 hours every single day, putting the graft in. Obviously, alongside that, I had to then build up nutritious foods, start to get into the habit of that, protein, all that sort of stuff. And that's where the journey of discipline really, really started. So I've been quite lucky, and I started my journey that way. And when I see people now and, they struggle with discipline or they struggle with holding themselves to a high standard, they've never been put in that environment. And putting yourself up here is the best thing that you can do. Hold yourself to a level of a high standard. Even now with me, I only work with people who I want to work with, who are only going to be a good fit for me. You give me 100%, I'll give you 150% back. Same with yourself. If you set out to do something, on Sunday I'm going to go and do a run. On Sunday you go out and do that run. You treat it like a doctor's appointment. Something I was saying today to my client Ben, if it's in the diary, it's getting done. So treat it like a doctor's appointment that you wouldn't miss. If you're in school, if you're in work, whatever, you wouldn't miss it. So why do we put it off for ourselves? That's where you're going to build discipline. So Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, I've got to do a 12-mile run, or a 12-kilometer run, sorry. Whether it's snowing, whether it's raining, whether it's sunny, it's irrelevant, because it's still getting done. And that's just due to discipline and turning up every single day. Obviously, with the discipline, there's got to be something to be disciplined for. And this is when it comes down to having a solid goal. So with a goal, it's the likes of, what are you working towards? So right now, I know that I have to run on Sunday and do that 12 kilometers because it's part of my marathon prep. When it comes to the 19th of March, I'll be running a marathon. Simple as that. I've got a goal that I'm working towards. I know the date it's set, and the work that I put in now will ultimately have an outcome on that day. If I do shit now in training, I'm going to have a shit run on the 19th of March. So that's where the discipline comes down, a bit of scarcity, a bit of time sensitivity, and working towards something bigger. So with your physique, for example, put a date on it. If you've got a holiday booked, if you've got an event that you want to be in good shape for, when I set out the plan for people, I go, this is where we expect to be at this level of body fat. That's the goal, and that's where we should expect to get to. If you set yourself the goal of getting in shape or running a marathon or going to the gym consistently 3 times a week, do it. Nothing else gets in the way. You put yourself first, because when you put yourself first, everything else rises. Your relationships thrive. Your business and your career takes off. No wonder. You're a better human around friends and other people. You've got more energy. You're more you. That's what really matters, and that's all a byproduct of you putting yourself at that high standard and holding that discipline for yourself to take yourself to the next level. So that's where the discipline starts from, and that's why you should have something to work towards, and you should be so stubborn on that goal that you get there no matter what, but you're flexible with the details to get there.